And 8K miles, that's a results reaction. It's down about 5.5%. We will be talking to the management of 8K miles in just a bit. Prashant, from the broader markets, it's the new listing and what's happening with results.
Yeah. And by the way, Ujjivan Financial, as I was saying earlier, started out slow. I mean, with about a 3.5% move. From there, it's picked up, and now big gains. We're speaking with the management in a bit, actually. So stay tuned. 241.6, 30 rupee premium on top of the issue price. 8K miles reported numbers. Mr. Suresh Venkatachari is Chairman, 8K Mile Software Services, joins us on a Skype link. Thank you, sir, for joining us. Good to have you here. You know, I'm just looking at the fourth quarter consolidated numbers, and the press release here provides quarter-on-quarter growth. Now, revenues have grown actually almost 17% quarter-on-quarter. But if you look at EBITDA, there is just under a 4% growth, right? Fourth quarter over third quarter 16. Could we begin there, sir? What happened? I mean, between the top line and the EBITDA?
The last quarter, we added about 32 new employees in the US. The cost has been added there, actually. So that's the reason there is a dip in EBITDA. So we still have an EBITDA margin, actually, for the fourth quarter. If you see, it's about 30% actually on the revenue. Of 86 crores, we did about 26.35 as the EBITDA, actually. So on the quarter-on-quarter, the last quarter we did about like 34%, and the differential is about 4% actually. And this is due to the new hires in the US for our expansion.
You said 32 new employees, and this is addition to the sales force?
No, it is all technology people. So because we are getting a lot of enterprise customers in the US, so we need to be ready for the growth. So we have hired about 32 new employees in the last quarter.
Okay, 32 workers in the US in the last quarter. How many employees do you have now, sir?
So totally about close to 440, 450 people.
440 odd people?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. And could you talk to us about what numbers would look like going forward? I mean, say this quarter, the first quarter, or...
We do not give any guidance, but if you see from compared to the last year, we have did fairly well from 125 crores to 272 crores. And also, even the quarter-on-quarter, if you see from 74 crores, we have grown to 86 crores. We would like to see the momentum going, and we see there is a great opportunity in the cloud space. So the cloud, the adoption is started increasing day by day, and there is a great opportunity for next 2 to 3 years where you can able to see many enterprises will move into the cloud transformation. And that's not stopping there, actually. Then it's a lot of maintenance, managed services, and automation will happen. So we do see a big growth opportunity, and still enterprises are still scratching very early in the cloud. They are using for either analytics or a non-core applications or a customer-facing application or an e-commerce in the cloud. When they move the core applications or the traditional ERPs and everything to cloud, there is a lot of amount of opportunity where players like 8K Miles have to gain over a period of a time. So we do see a very positive opportunity in that space, actually, in the growth. And as you know, we are also introducing various services over a period of a time, which actually improves the profitability compared to previous period. Because as you enter into a customer, you do a lot of consulting work, architecture work, building initial applications and kind of a thing. But as they go into production and then the managed services kick in, where our automated platforms really works. So that is where our profitability increase, and it is not really related to the number of people what you have to the revenue.
Right. Sir, you know, I'm looking at the year-on-year revenues now, 16 over 15, right? 100% growth in profits. Could you, some indication would be helpful. I mean, what rate would numbers grow by in 17 over 16? Is it sustainable at this rate?
See, I think the growth is actually, what I can see is actually, it's not, if you see, just doubling revenues for any normal company may be very difficult. But what I see for a company like 8K Miles, there is an opportunity where the cloud itself is growing at around 20-25% CAGR. So that gives a great opportunity. So we would like to keep this momentum, or probably much more excel this kind of numbers actually. And there's a possibility because the market is still pretty much untapped, and where we see a great possibility where our automated platform like Cloud Easy RX and our Easy IAM and everything can able to gain a lot of advantage.
Okay. So, I mean, indirectly you're saying that you are confident of maintaining this kind of growth in 17?
Absolutely, that's what I think you are trying to get it actually. But it is actually, if you see from the historically, we have done like traditionally from 45 crores, we went into about 125 crores and 125 to 270. So we are growing, and actually when you grow your revenue base is already a significant number, it's a very difficult challenge. But however, what I see as a cloud is really giving us a platform. And second thing is we have started acquiring a large enterprise customer, okay, Fortune 500 customers, where our revenue within the customer is growing significantly. That is the growth what we are seeing in the last 2 quarters. The reason also we added additional employees, even though this quarter we have invested more number of 32 new employees, these people will be much more productive and bring in additional revenues in the probably in the second quarter or third quarter of next year. So that will actually accelerate a much bigger growth. We intend to add more people on the US because when the enterprise customer needs people on site for some period of time to handhold, because when they migrate into cloud, move into cloud, they are already moving away from a data center. They feel very insecure, and the people is very critical to put all the complex applications, everything architected in a proper way that your data privacy, security, scalability, all things are able to take care. The moment that it's getting migrated, then we see our automated platform managed services will kick in, where our profit margins are actually in excess of about 45 to 50% actually. So that will really help us.
Okay, Mr. Venkatachari, thank you very much for joining us, sir. Appreciate you coming on and good getting that update. Good luck, sir. Hope to speak with you after the June quarter numbers are out. Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll take a break here. We have the management at Ujjivan